Hi, I'm Coach Rosa Seward. I'm the CEO of Brick House Cardio Club in Stafford, Virginia. I'm a personal trainer and group exercise instructor, and I'm a Plate by Zumba coach. Today we're going to talk about Plate by Zumba and the first section, which is macronutrients. This was written by Dr. Mark Hyman. Well, what are macronutrients? Well, macro means large, so macronutrients are the large amounts of nutrients or food that the body needs. There are three major macronutrients that we need to function properly. These three basic components every diet should include are carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. We all know that in order to lose weight, we must restrict our caloric intake or burn off more calories than we consume. The problem with this is that calorie counting does not take into account the types of foods that we're eating. Therefore, it's actually better to count macros than calories. For example, carbohydrates and protein have 4 calories per gram, while fat has 9 calories per gram. However, on this Plate by Zumba program, we are not going to get that specific. We're going to just make sure that our plate has 50% to 75% non-starchy vegetables, 25% protein, and 25% healthy starches. We're also going to get some fat on our plates. Well, carbohydrates are the single most important food that we can eat for long-term weight loss and good health. Carbohydrates have a bad reputation because of the quickly absorbed carbs from sugar, high fructose corn syrup, from white flour, from white pasta. These turn into belly fat, which then causes obesity and diabetes. Dr. Hyman put the two words together and coined the term diabesity. Well, the nature-made slow-absorbing carbs that are rich in fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins and minerals, these are the carbs that we're going to eat, not factory-made carbs. These will keep us lean and keep us full and keep us healthy for very few calories. These carbs are unrefined, unprocessed vegetables, fruits, whole grains, beans, legumes, and seeds. We will not eat white bread, potatoes, pasta, because these are proven to pack on the pounds and cause diabetes. So the plant food that we talk about is eating 50 to 75% is going to be a big change for most people when you consider your meals. Another macronutrient is protein. Now, powering up on protein in every meal is the secret for cutting your cravings, for balancing your blood sugar, and for losing weight. I always tell people after every workout, power up on protein. Well, protein is made of amino acids, and this is the building blocks for all of our body functions. It powers our muscles, our hair, skin, nails, our brain function. Now, while our bodies can create some amino acids on its own, the essential amino acids come only from food. Our genes will then assemble these amino acids into protein that provides instruction for everything that happens in our body and controls whether we are overweight, whether we're fit, sick, or healthy. Now, your body cannot store protein, so you must get it from foods constantly. But you have to make sure it's a good source of protein and make it 25% of your plate, which is going to be about 4 to 6 ounce portions. Now, keep in mind, too much animal protein and dairy can cause heart disease and cancers. The best source of protein, is it from animals or plants? Well, the quality is the big issue. Our diets today are made up of so much processed meats, spam, bacon, deli meats like bologna, sausage, salami. Well, according to the FDA, these processed meats should not be eaten at all because processed meats are carcinogenic. That's right, they are cancer causing. Now, if you absolutely must eat some processed meat, please check the labels to ensure that they are nitrate and nitrite free. Keep in mind, some vegetables provide protein. Did you know that 1/3 of broccoli's calories are protein? Well, when it comes to protein, the best source of protein is probably, if you're going to get it from animal sources, is going to be fish. Has to be wild salmon, sardines, herring, or mackerel, not anything that's farm raised. Free-range eggs are also a good source of protein, and they also include omega-3 fat. Protein from turkey, chicken, that's also okay and less expensive than seafood. So we just want to make sure that the quality of our protein is good. The other macronutrient, fat. Fat has a bad reputation, and that's because of some of the bad types of fats that raise our cholesterol. But the right types of fats are actually health promoting. You have to remember 60% of your brain is omega-3 fat. So we need fat in our diet to help our brains function properly. Hormones are also made of fat. Healthy fats like nuts, seeds will help us satisfy our appetites and also reduce the risk of diabetes and heart disease. Nut butters, not the peanut butter, because peanut butter is inflammatory and it has a naturally occurring fungus. The toxin is called aflatoxin. And so that's why people who are allergic to nuts or peanuts are deathly allergic to nuts, to those peanuts. And peanuts are actually legumes, they're not nuts. You have to consider they are grown in pods, kind of like peas. So they're not really nuts. What we should eat are walnuts, almonds, pecans, macadamia nuts, but we just have to watch the portion sizes. So you want to keep it to about 10 to 12 nuts at a time if you're having a snack or including it in your meals. Also seeds. Pumpkin seed is rich in zinc. Sunflower seeds, chia seeds, hemp seeds, chia seeds, these are all good for us. Coconut oil is another good healthy source of fat. It's about 92% saturated fat, which will raise our HDL, or the good cholesterol. And coconut oil also has lauric acid, which is found in breast milk. Keep in mind, not all fats are created equal. Fats from animals should be from grass-fed or wild animals, not the industrial corn-fed animals. So if you can go to a farmer's market and they tell you it's fresh churned butter that was made here locally in Stafford or Fredericksburg or Woodbridge or someplace close, then you can have a pat of butter with your meal. But you just want to stay away from the unhealthy fats such as corn oil, soybean oil, canola oil, safflower oil. These types of oils are extracted over high heat. That means that they are refined, polyunsaturated, and are hydrogenated to extend their shelf life. We know that fats make food taste good, so we don't want to be afraid of fats. We just want to make sure that the sources are good quality. So macros are your carbohydrates, your proteins, your fats, and you want to just make sure that the source is good. Does that make sense? We're going to move on to our next session. Check the next video on micronutrients. Thanks.